In this video, I'm going to do a comparison between two very popular web hosts, Hostinger and SiteGround. I'm going to do two very important tests that will tell us which web host is the fastest and one that most deserves our money for 2024. So stick around to the end, and I think you'll be very glad that you did. Right now I'm on Hostinger, and you can see I have three different websites that are all running WordPress. We're going to load the same theme on each hosting provider, and then we're going to see how fast each one takes to load, and then we're going to see who's the fastest. This is where it actually builds out the website. So right now we're on Hostinger. Let's see how long this takes. So on Hostinger, it looks like it took about 25 seconds. Now we're going to do the same thing with SiteGround using the same theme that we used on Hostinger. So on SiteGround, it took only 13 seconds. So that's almost twice as fast as Hostinger was. So here we are on Hostinger, and we're going to test out Elementor. So let's say I wanted to take this text right here and I wanted to move it. Let's see how that goes. So it looks like it is working, but if you notice, there's a little bit of a delay. So it's kind of a lag, where on SiteGround it was essentially instant. It looks like Elementor so far is usable on Hostinger, but let's do some more tests. Let's say I want to move this text right here. Again, there's a lag that it doesn't feel very good, but it does seem to work. So now let's try adding some elements. So I'm going to try to add an image to the page. So I'm going to drag this right here, and it looks like it did work. And you could see it was pretty much instant when I went to drag the image onto the page. It was a lot faster. I would say there's definitely some deviation on Hostinger, where sometimes it's relatively quick and other times it's a little more laggy. Let's say that I want to move this text right here. So I'm just going to click on this, and I'm going to drag it around, and let's see how it performs. So you could see that this is actually pretty much instant results. So I'm going to move it under this button. It was extremely quick. Let's say I want to move one more thing. Let's say I want to move this little box right here. Wow. Again, this is extremely fast. So Elementor is running very well so far on SiteGround. So now what I want to try is adding some elements to the page. So I'm going to click on image, and we're going to load that in. And that happened extremely quickly. So it looks like adding elements and moving elements around using SiteGround hosting is extremely fast. So at the end of the day, what do I recommend for someone looking for a web host to use with WordPress in 2024? It has to be SiteGround. And this really is one of those occasions where you really do get what you pay for. And I would say the Elementor test was really one of the most important tests here, because the Elementor is the actual front end page builder. It's really what you would be using to make edits to the page. And I found it to be the fastest of the three hosts that we tried here. So that's why in the end SiteGround gets my vote for best web host for 2024. If you're going to use WordPress and you need to set up a blog or you need to set up a website, you need something that's fast, that's reliable. I'm going to leave a link to SiteGround in the description below. So those are my conclusions. If you found this video helpful, I would appreciate it if you clicked like so that I know that you liked the video. And if you are interested in more content like this, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when a video is uploaded, click on the bell icon so that you get those notifications. So I hope you find it helpful, and I will see you again in the next video.